Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing like that. Let the music play. Can't get away. Good morning, my naysayers. Good morning. Ooh. Y'all know it's a little rough. And me being a friggin' Libra makes my life harder. I swear I make my life harder than what it has to be. I swear I could just kick myself in the tuchus. You know, I just get so mad because sometimes, you know, I care for people in situations who could give two craps about whether I live or die. And, yeah, Libras, we need to do better. We need to get off that cloud and realize when people don't give two craps about you, you need to move on from that. Because you got a whole bunch of love to give to the universe, Libra. Stop giving love to hate. You dig? And I'll make a video about that. So anyway, guys, let's talk about what I'm here for today. All right? I don't know if you've seen it, heard it, whatever, but that daggone Bobby. You know they saying, social media is saying that Ralph Tresvant sang Every Little Step. Bullshit. That's bullshit. You know, social media gets me paid now. You know, I can't live. I could if I chose to live a certain lifestyle off of social media. I can't live, you know, but y'all know I just bought another BMW, so I can't sit back and just live off of, you know, social media. Y'all know my mission is to retire, you know. I'm not trying to be working 100 years past 50. Y'all know why. That heart disease in my family is real. Okay? So I'm just trying to be living life like Obama on an island with a coconut. That's what's up with me, y'all. That's what's up. So anyway, social media is put it into the universe that Ralph sang Every Little Step. No. How y'all gonna say Ralph sang that? No. Every Little Step is Mr. Telephone Man. That, you know that part that Bobby sang in Mr. Telephone Man with that raspy. I don't know how to describe Bobby B voice. I don't know, but it's good to me. It's good. I don't know why they would say that. I don't know. The creative buzz, I don't know. You know, all I know, if these ninjas can't pull it together to make more money, I'm going to smack them in the face. I'm going to find them and smack them in the face. Johnny Gill, of course. He can always make money. That ninja could sing. I don't care. If he had them nipple rings in his, you know, titty balls, whatever. But that was like 10 years ago before he got a little overweight. Like, didn't they all gain weight? Except for Ricky, Ralph, and Ralph. Michael always been a little chubby. He been struggling with his weight forever. And Ronnie. Holy crap. Ronnie is friggin' beautiful. That is one thing. And I loves me a tall, thin dude. Oh my goodness, that daggone Ronnie. Jeezy, take the wheel. Oh my gosh. Loves him. I don't even know why. Because y'all know what them tall, thin dudes is known for. And it ain't like I'm, you know, beating down doors to find that. Wink, wink. You ladies know what I'm talking about. But, anyway, you know, Bobby, and let me say this. My girlfriend went to one of Bobby Brown's shows recently, and he was a headliner. And what she told me was so sad was everybody that went to the show was there for the build-up. Like, I don't know what you call the people that sing before the headliner. I can't think of that name, but everybody was there for them. And by the time Bobby got on, the show was empty. I'm like, what? And on top of that, Bobby did mention how he's depressed, or he has gotten depressed, because when he sees himself as a young person, he sees, how much weight he's gained, and, how unattractive he feels he is. Bobby, singing, for my singer naysayers, you guys know that you guys sing from the diaphragm. And you guys know that you have to be able to have stamina, and that breath stamina in order to belt out them notes. And we all know that Bobby B has always been on the verge of great singing or good singing. And what is that singing? He can sing, but it's always been like, if he just take it up one octave or down one octave, it may hurt somebody to hear him sing. That raspiness works for him. But I don't know, he's tried to lose weight before, but I don't know, again, if you guys have been to his shows, the New Edition shows. I've been there to see a couple of their shows, and luckily most of them, Bobby was there, but he gasses out. And I don't know if that's a part of the show, but I would believe that he really does gas out, because he's the heaviest out of them all. And the only thing I can say is, Bobby, just lose your weight, babe. Lose your weight. If you can, if you don't have any illnesses, lose your weight, because people want to see that old Bobby. Just like people want to see that old New Edition. They want to see that new Ronnie, but they want to see that old New Edition. And that Belle Biv DeVoe, didn't they maintain well? Oh, they maintained so well. And that Ralph, they ain't say nothing about Ralph drinking, having a drinking problem, but yeah, he did not age well at all. But and then let me say this also about Bobby B. Bobby, when we was in the movie, when we was watching the movie, I'm raising my hand, naysayers. We all wanted to smack him in the face. We wanted to smack Bobby in the friggin' face, okay? We did. But I wanted to shake his hand, not kiss him in the mouth. I would kiss the old Bobby in the mouth, but I'm not kissing that new Bobby in the mouth. He too greasy. But I'ma love you, Bobby, and I love you more, because one thing about the Aquarius, they're not about to put injustices in the universe. They're not built like that. That's not what they do. A Leo, Michael Bivens, will walk all over the universe, anybody and everybody, to get to where they need to be. They don't care. I told you, casualties does not matter to a Leo. Aquarians, they don't believe in injustices. They are the fair one. They're air. They're fair. They may be a-holes, but they're fair. So the fact that scene where the head, the person, whoever it was, head was down doing that booger sugar off the table or off the kitchen counter, and when the character raised his head up and the camera was panning down, and we was like, Ricky? Is that you, Ricky? Everybody was in awe. I mean, I dropped the popcorn, child. I dropped the popcorn. But the fact that addicts recognize each other. Addicts know each other. We know the tendencies of what, when a person I've never done that. But when people have addictions that reach outside the scope, and I'm not talking about people that do things socially. I'm talking about those people that needed to survive. They needed just to wake up, to help them through their day, to fight their demons daily. Addicts recognize each other. And the fact that Bobby B never threw Ricky Bell under the friggin' bus is commendable. He could be like, yeah, y'all all in my face. Y'all need to worry about that Ricky. Ricky over there doing that booger sugar too. But he never did that. He could have, but he didn't, which is absolutely amazing to me. Absolutely. And it made me, like I said, the movie made me hate him. But the fact that, he looked out for Rick made me love him even more. Now, I would love to love the Bobby Brown Rock With You Baby 1989 Bobby. But, I love the KFC greasy overweight Bobby. But Bobby, I'm telling you, just lose your weight, babe. Did you lose your weight? And you be back on. Get your stamina together so you can belt out them tunes. Stop sweating all over the place. And you'll be good. Well, I can't even say that because when they be dancing, they be sweating. Oh, my God. It's 12:30. Guys, I be talking too much on here. Sheesh. Hold on. Okay, the final thing, guys, is this. If New Edition does not make a move after this movie, I'm gonna be pissed. Y'all know that daggone JG Johnny Gill could sing. I don't care what he look like. I don't care how greasy and sweaty he is. I don't care if he looks like a pork rind. I don't care. If he don't make no music off of this. Same thing with Bobby. But Bobby, I need you to run around the track a couple of times, okay? Okay. Ralph, too. Unfortunately, Ralph, I don't know. I think certain members of New Edition need to stick together. Bell Biv DeVoe, they're awesome. They just awesome. Just put them to the side. They got music. I think they got music out now that they can, that's good. Whoever working with Bell Biv DeVoe, they're good. I don't know if it's because, they just got a good chemistry together, but they can be good. They're great. And now Ralph, I don't know what to say. I don't know if he got a voice that can do a whole album by himself, because if y'all remember, that Sensitivity I don't know, that joker was mediocre to me. I mean, Sensitivity, if y'all know any other song that was on Sensitivity that was good, let me know, but that joker was all right. Of course, Johnny Gill was through the roof. Of course. Who else is it? Yeah, like I said, Bobby. Bobby could probably do another album by himself, but he need to call up Bell Biv DeVoe's producers to help him out and to get into the gym. And stop eating pork rinds, and he'll be okay. Anyway, naysayers, have a good one. Deuce.